Ladies and gentlemen, this is my Eastern Conference predictions going from first seed all the way to the 15th seed. But like I said, last video we start from the 15th seed, so same thing. This video we're gonna start from the 15th seed and just go up. So with the 15th seed, I have the Indiana Pacers. Indiana just traded away Malcolm Brogdon, basically a tie to their best player, to the Boston Celtics. They wanted to get rid of his contract. They wanted to, open up cap space to maybe sign someone this next offseason. Not this offseason, but next offseason, the 2023 free agency. The best. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. They have a lot of Tyrese Halliburton, Miles Turner, Jalen Smith, Isaiah Jackson. They got the rookie Benedict Mathurin out of Arizona, who's going to be great when it comes to the defensive side of things in Indiana. I feel like Benedict fits their culture, and I feel like he's just going to do great things. He's going to do great things in Indiana. So, but like I said, they have rookies, they have talent, they do have some veterans. I take that back. Their oldest player is TJ McConnell, who's 29 years old. But I feel like they're just in that rebuilding stage. I have the Orlando Magic. Now, they drafted the number 1 overall pick, Paolo Banchero. He only played 2 games in the summer league, but the Orlando Magic was like, nope, we're going to rest him. 2 games is all we needed to see. He's ready. So they're thinking that Paolo's just going to go off this year, which he will. He probably will. He's surrounded around young talent as well. You got Wendell Carter Jr., you got Mohamed Bamba, I'm going to say Mo Bamba. You got Mo Bamba, Jonathan Isaac, who's on injury still, so he's going to definitely play in the 4 position. You got Franz Wagner, you got Cole Anthony, you got Markelle Fultz returning, you got Mo Wagner, the brother of Franz. You got Jalen Suggs, you got the signing of Gary Harris, but he's out for the season because he injured himself. You got T. Ross. Rebuilding, they're just in that rebuilding stage still. They just, give it 2 years. I feel like in 2 years the Magic could be somewhat good. I feel like they could be playing type beat, you know what I mean? 13th seed, I have the Detroit Pistons. Now the thing about Detroit is I'm underestimating them because they have a lot of young talent. Like, the list of guys that are on this team is just absolutely absurd. You got Cade Cunningham, Sadiq Bey, Jaden Ivey, Marvin Bagley, Jalen Duren, Isaiah Stewart, Hamidou Diallo, Saban Lee, Kevin Knox, Killian Hayes. You got all these guys that are like 22 and under. Like, these guys, they're just young. They have a lot of talent, a lot of potential on them. But I do want to say something real quick. I have a bold prediction. Either the Pistons are going to be out of the playoffs, or they'll be a play-in team. And here's why. The team that they have now, this is their starting lineup, right? Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Sadiq Bey, Marvin Bagley III, and Jalen Duren, right? That starting lineup alone is just like young talent, just straight up young talent. I feel like Cade is going to take a step where, like, he's going to be the leader of the team. Like I said, they traded away Jeremy Grant to the Blazers, so now it's kind of him as the leader right now, tied with Sadiq Bey, but, him as the leader of the team. I feel like he's going to do great things for the team. They got the rookie Jaden Ivey, who is, showed that he wants it all. He wants to win everything. You know what I mean? And I feel like he's just gonna bring that immediate impact to Detroit. 12 seed, I have Charlotte Hornets. Now, 27 days, 27 nights, guy is just done. He's done. He's gone. So that just leaves LaMelo Ball by himself in the island of misfit toys. And honestly, this is a year where LaMelo could take another step forward and, just develop himself even more than what he did. I mean, yes, he was an all-star this year replacement, but he was still an all-star this year. I feel like he's going to take another leap, potentially like a defensive, all defensive team, second team, maybe an all NBA third team. I don't know. That's a bold prediction. Maybe he won't get there yet. I don't know. But I feel like he would take a leap to get to that point, either this season or next season. But like I said, LaMelo Ball is basically by himself, so he just has a team of Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, Kelly Oubre. All these players that they have on the team are young, or they're just, they're not good, but they are role players. The 11th seed, I have the Washington Wizards. This was a tough one. I didn't want to put Washington in out of playing contention, but I don't want to spoil the teams that I have above them. But when it comes to their overall team, they have Beal, they got Porzingis, they got Kuz, Morris, all these guys on the team. Good, they're solid, but I feel like a Washington from playoffs, they're a piece away. They have a good trio in Beal, Porzingis, and Kuz. Kuz did his thing last year. This past season, he did his thing. Because I was watching him against the Cavs, and he was cooking the Cavs. We still won, but he was cooking the. Not gonna lie. But I feel like Kuz develops a little more. Porzingis doesn't really, get injured. Beal putting up 28, 29. Develop Johnny Davis. I feel like, they could make play-in. But from what I see, I think the Wizards will be the 11th seed. I have the New York Knicks. Now, Knicks fans, y'all lost the Donovan Mitchell sweepstakes. I'm not going to say anything until that time comes later in this video. But yeah, Knicks fans, you guys decided to re-sign RJ Barrett to a 4-year deal, rookie extension. So I mean, that's cool. I'm glad you have all the belief. But I just feel like the Knicks. This is tough. This is why I was on the Wizards a little bit, because like Wizards, they have a case to be better than the Knicks, but the Knicks have a lot of talent. For example, the one guy that had that 2021 season that was like, oh my gosh, he's a star now. Then this season's he's not a star now. He's like a okay player now. I feel like if Julius Randle can go back to his 2021 self, RJ has another excellent season, D Rose doesn't get injured, Mitchell Robinson decides to play more defense, and Jalen Brunson puts up at least 15 a game, maybe they can make the 8th seed. 9th seed, I have the Toronto Raptors. They have a lot of talent, a lot of great talent. Some of these guys are still on the championship team from 2019 when they won it with Kawhi. But I just this is what I'm saying. They're in the play-in. They could make the playoffs. That's a big could. But I don't know. I feel like the missing piece to the Raptors puzzle is a center. I feel like they don't have a proper center. Like, their center is Boucher. He's alright, but he's not the they would need. Like, if I'm looking at the Raptors, right, and I think they need a center, right? If I'm trying to go for a center, I would go for like a Miles Turner type beat, because they have the offense, they don't have the defense. So I'll probably go for like a Miles Turner type beat. So if they had like Miles Turner on their team, I think they could playoffs. They could probably make playoffs, but they don't have a center, a proper center. The 8th seed, this is the playoffs now. So at the 8th seed, I had the Chicago Bulls. Now, I have them at the 8th seed because Lonzo is right now when it comes to his injury. Because as you guys know, his little injury kept him out the playoffs, and then they lost to the Bucks in 5 last year. So, and there's reports coming out saying that Lonzo may not be at the start of the season. They're saying that he might take more time. So their point guard at the time is probably going to be Alex Caruso or Kobe White, I'm guessing. They do have DeRozan, who just blossomed into a leader, all-NBA player, all-star this past year. And then they have Levine, who they re-signed. There was speculation he was going to leave, but he re-signed. You saw Vucevic. They got Drummond on the team now. Like, these players on the team, they're good. I feel like if they have Lonzo, and okay, let me just say this: if Lonzo Ball blossoms into an almost all-star caliber point guard, putting up like 18 a game, they could be top 4. But Lonzo's not doing that. Lonzo's a pass first, if he's open, don't shoot it, defensive presence type guy. You know what I mean? 7th seed, I have the Atlanta Hawks. I know. When I'm looking at this team, I'm like, holy, this team is actually looking pretty good. They have Trae Young. They traded for DeJounte Murray. As you guys saw, DeJounte Murray is a whole different person in the pro-am games. They have Clint Capella. They have John Collins, Bogdanovich, DeAndre Hunter. They have their young center in Okongwu. They have the rookie Adrian Griffin Jr. out of Duke. They signed for Aaron Holiday. They got Justin Holiday on the same team. All these guys on the team are great and all. I feel like there's better teams in them. All right, and like I said, this is non-biased. Okay, this is definitely non-biased, but I'm just saying the Hawks need another year to develop. Just another year. When I say develop, I mean chemistry-wise, because they just add another all-star caliber player to their team, right? And he was point guard. DeJounte was point guard. He was running point in San Antonio. Now he's sliding to the 2. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe Trae and Donovan, or Trae and DeJounte could play 1 and 2, switch and all that. The 6th seed, I have the Brooklyn Nets. All right. The reason why I don't have them as high as you guys think I would is because you just dealt with a Kevin Durant saga where the league was going crazy saying Kevin Durant was going to get traded. Went through the entire offseason not wanting to be traded. But the Nets just were making ridiculous prices for KD. And it ultimately just let him just stay on the team. And Kyrie, I want to leave the Nets. I want to go play with Bron again. Cleveland Part 2. You know what I mean? But like I said, stay with the Nets. Then you got Ben Simmons, who sat the entire season last year because, health issues. I'm not judging or anything like that. Whatever happened to Ben, I hope he's okay. I hope he's fine. But this year, I'm expecting Ben to play like a normal Ben Simmons. Maybe develop shooting. Who knows? But the main reason is I feel like chemistry issues for 1, and for 2, I feel like Kyrie is just gonna get to a point where he's like, okay, I want to be traded. I don't want to play here. I want to play somewhere else. The 5th seed, I have the Miami Heat. Now Miami, I feel like they're that team that's gonna be top 5 every year. They were top 5 2019, 2020, 2021, and yeah, this year too. So if we're looking at this team, right, they look fine on paper. I feel like the only issue I would have is their point guard, Kyle Lowry. He's a great point guard, but he's aging, right? And when you age, you decline. I mean, look at Westbrook and Braun. They declined. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but you need someone, moving, not declining. You want someone, inclining. You know what I mean? Raising the roof and all of that. have a good team, but you know, this is just where I have them. This is where I have them. So, fifth seed Cleveland. Fifth seed I have Miami Heat. Coming in on my fourth seed for the Eastern Conference, I'm choosing the Cleveland Cavaliers. They just recently acquired Donovan Mitchell a few days ago for the Cavs trading away Colin Sexton because they couldn't reach an agreement on his deal. They traded away Larry Markkinen. They traded away their draft pick Ochai Agbaji. Traded away 3 first-round picks and 2 pick swaps. Like, honestly, I feel like this team is still intact. I feel like the only thing that they would need to really contend is a small forward, like a key, you know, reliable small forward. But with the team that they have now, they got Darius, they got Donovan Mitchell, they got Jarrett Allen, Evan Mobley, Kevin Love, Karis LeVert, Ricky Rubio, Isaac Okoro, Jetty Osman. Like, all these guys on the team are like really reliable, and they just have really great chemistry. And I feel like adding Donovan Mitchell to that backcourt with Darius Garland automatically makes him a top 5 backcourt in the league for both conferences combined. And honestly, it's good that Donovan Mitchell is in the backcourt with Darius. I feel like they complement each other well on the offensive end. Donovan Mitchell can take the ball pressure off of Darius, so he could take up the ball, and Darius could be that 2 guard. Same thing with Donovan Mitchell. He could put the 1 as well. The Philadelphia 76ers, the team that they have now, Joel, James Harden, Maxey, Harris, and they recently through a sign the off season. I feel like, you know, Tucker brings a defensive presence to any team that you can look at. The 2021 championship that he got with the Bucks, he was a main defensive presence in the final series against the Phoenix Suns. I know his defensive presence was also, you know, noticed when he was in Miami this past season. Now he's in Philadelphia, so I think he's going to be a really great fit alongside Joel and James Harden, which both of them have great potential to be a great duo in this league. You know, Joel, MVP caliber, James Harden, you know, he's a guy that can, you know, put up 30 a game easily. Same thing with Joel. Tyrese Maxey, young up-and-coming point guard for the 76ers, you know, averaging 17 this year. You know, he's starting to come out of his shell a little more, you know, explosive. You know, I can't wait to see what this team does. Like I said, you know, definitely playoff bound, maybe Eastern Conference Finals bound. I don't know. Second seed, I have the Milwaukee Bucks. I feel like this team is, you know, just going to be in the top 3 these next few years, like keeping their core together of Giannis, Middleton, and Drew Holiday. And they got Bobby Portis, who's, you know, really shined these past 2 seasons with the Bucks. You know, recently signed a 4-year deal. I don't know how much, but he signed a 4-year deal, so he's going to be there for. They signed a veteran, Joe Ingles. They got their rookie Bochamp. You know, really impressed in the summer league. But like I said, they're finals bound. They could go to the finals if they really try. Like I said, you know, they're great. So we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll make the finals this year. Maybe they'll make the finals this year. Who knows? But yeah, second seed Milwaukee. And my first seed for the Eastern Conference is the Boston Celtics. You know, they just went to the finals against the Warriors, took the Warriors to 6, but unfortunately did not come out with the dub. But showed a lot of what, and that is another guard which they did accomplish. They got Malcolm Brogdon from the Pacers this offseason with a trade, so now he's either going to be starting or coming off the bench. Either way, he's going to be great. You know, just an offensive threat. You know, he could slash to the paint. You know, he could play defense. He's like an all-around type player, and that's something that the Celtics really need right now. Anyways, that is my Eastern Conference predictions video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment down. Let me know. Well, what do you guys think? What do you guys think they're gonna you know, Celtics are gonna go to the finals? Just let me know what's y'all's predictions for the standings this year. You know, leave a like if you like the video. Comment down below. You know, more ideas to the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to tap that little bell on your YouTube app so you never miss any one of my uploads. This is Franchise YT. Love you all. As always, peace.